It's yelling at me again. So I actually have to change things
can
for
hold
just a
that.
minute. You hold that while I fix this.
Hi guys. We were
What?
trying to put us sideways and it wouldn't work. So now
We're working on it. We're working on it. Sorry. Can you see us? Can you hear us? That's the question. Can you see us? Can you hear us?
you can take it back. Okay.
The good thing is we have microphones, so we can sit back a little ways if we want to, and you guys can just see the trees behind us.
And you're going to possibly hear people. We have the microphones on to hopefully not have too much noise because it is a little windy out here. So let us know if you can hear us. The kids are over there. I gave them cut up apples, so like little apple chunks and toothpicks, and they're trying to build structures. Yeah. That's what they're doing while we make this video. So I hope
can anybody hear us? See us?
Yes, no,
give us
maybe
the thummies
so.
Up, thummies down, somebody.
So we were in trying to get chores done, and we were cutting it till the last minute. Abigail and I were making lasagna. So the lasagna's got done. Hi guys. Hi Lisa. And hi Ann. It's a little hard to read.
Can you let us know, is audio good? I think we're good on camera. I think we're good on everything else. For some reason, we cannot seem to get this right with the rotation of the camera. I set up the camera, the whole thing with it in the horizontal landscape mode, and yet for some reason, it doesn't work that way. So I'm gonna let you look more at her, and I'll just stick my head in.
Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Okay, so the audio is good. So I was saying that we were getting our lasagnas done, which are now in the fridge. We made enough. I don't know. I don't make lasagna often. So when I make it, I'm always like, is there going to be enough? But now that we've made it, I got 2 full pans. And so we're going to be putting one in the freezer, and then we'll just cook one for tonight. Hi, Susan in Illinois. Very cool. You want to show? So the kids are making
Abigail
structures.
Is reaching in with, right.
That's their apples and toothpicks.
Apples and toothpicks.
Very cool.
Very,
Can you make
nice.
more stuff?
That's a pretty big structure.
The Elisha is sleeping right now, so he is in the house with Naomi. Abigail, Uriah, Malachi, and Gideon are out here making their little apple structures. Josiah is swinging in the swing right in front of us, and Samuel is making a commando bridge because we have an older couple from church coming over. Not like really old, but like an older couple.
Older than we are, I think.
Yeah, they're older than we are. An older couple from church coming over, and they want him to try the commando bridge. Yep. So they're getting it set up. That isn't till Thursday, but they're getting it set up. So hi, Lorna in England. And hi, Cindy in Minnesota. That's cool that we have people watching from out of country.
That's awesome.
So hi, you wanted to show them you can get behind me and show. He's dressed like a police officer today.
Good. Like getting notifications, everything is good. Josiah's here. If you enjoy videos like this, when you get done, give us the thumbs up wherever that thumbs up button is. But it's just fun to see. Like, look, there's people from Minnesota and England and Illinois. Like, it's cool to talk to a lot of people.
I like interacting with you guys because I feel weird just talking to a camera. I wish that I could have you guys all into my house and have coffee. Well, maybe not all. There are a couple of people on here that like to make comments, but everyone I've seen on here today is good. You guys could all come for coffee. It'd be tight at our table. Oh, you want to show what you made?
Can you hold it? Actually, walk right behind us.
Okay, Uriah's got a creation.
They can see you really well. Yep.
Nice
Very
job.
Nice. Can we eat it when we're done with it?
Yeah, they're allowed to eat it when they're done.
Okay, you get to eat it when you're done.
So, we did a science experiment today where the kids, we were seeing about melting ice cubes. And so we put ice cubes on, they each got to pick different things. So we had a metal plate, we had a cast iron, we had a plastic plate, and we timed how long it took for them to melt. So
a smaller one?
Okay, he's got his creation, but it keeps falling because
he keeps trying to eat it on the way here, I think. I'm not sure, but
yeah, he's seeing how many apple pieces he can get in his mouth. Karina is that Sweden?
Okay, I need a flag identification, or
Samuel,
you can let us know.
Are you a flag identifier? Blue flag with the sideways.
Very small flag.
Sideways cross.
On our
yellow
screen,
cross. Sweden.
On our screen, it says pink. Abigail says Finland. Are we guessing in the right vicinity?
No, it's a yellow cross with a blue background.
How can you even see that? I have my glasses on. I can't see that. Hold on, I'm gonna look. Hello. Hello. Can you see it?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, they think it's Sweden. You're right, Sweden. Okay, because we watch timber sports,
Yes.
steel timber sports. The one guy they like is from Sweden, so they know that that's the flag they wave for him.
Is that Ferry Swan?
Yes.
Ferry Swan is very good with an axe.
Jennifer asked, how is Josiah's hand, wrist now all healed up? It is all healed up. They don't know exactly how he broke the same spot. Ooh, Malachi's got
Malachi
his
has another structure.
Now. And we have an airplane going over. It's
Very
okay.
Very nice. Can you hold it? That's okay.
That's okay.
Very good. I
Nice
like
job.
it. And it's a tasty little project to go with it.
And we have Scotland on here. Hi, Fiona from Scotland.
Awesome. Okay, so we were talking before that we needed to make sure that we tried to do some times that worked for our UK friends, and it seems as though we have accomplished that. And Europe in general, because there's a bunch of y'all in here, and this is really encouraging.
So, because we have all these people from other countries, and I know other countries don't work exactly like the United States, I am in the midst of making a series of videos about homeschooling. If you haven't been here before, we homeschool. We have been homeschooling for 23 years. 23 years. I believe that you actually start homeschooling as soon as your baby is born, but we didn't understand homeschooling or take our first child out of school. Right. I wasn't looking at everything as a learning opportunity until 23 years ago. I taught him how, he taught him, because this was my stepson, right. How to walk, how to use a fork. We had taught him other stuff before he went off to school. Yep. But I think that when you get that homeschooling mindset of living is learning, is when homeschooling really starts. Does that make sense? And so we started doing that 23 years ago. So you people who live in other countries, are you able to homeschool in your country? And what kinds of questions do you have about homeschooling? Because I'm not going to necessarily answer all the questions today, but I'm going to make videos about homeschooling. And so are there questions that I can answer for people who don't understand homeschooling because they don't see it in their country, or things that might be different in your country compared to the US for homeschooling? Okay. Lisa said, I made red beans and rice and an almond caramel cake. That sounds really red good. Beans and
rice, yeah.
Okay, so Lisa, you can come for coffee. Bring the almond caramel cake with you. It might take you a while to get here, but that's okay. Are you still making things? Yeah. Okay, so this is Gideon's. Oh, another one fell off. Good job. You're doing a great job. Go over there, though, because I think every time you come over, you lose a piece. You're doing great. If you need to come borrow my camera to take a picture, you can. We do a lot of letting the kids borrow the camera so that they can show us things that we might not, like from here, I can see the table, but sometimes they like to be able to capture the picture, to show grandma, to send to Virginia and Wayland, all kinds of different stuff. So Jennifer, if the cake sounds delicious, come over too. You can join us for the cake. Sweden, you cannot homeschool. Has that always been the rule in Sweden? Is that new to Sweden? I don't know how other countries work. I've only lived in the United States.
Well, and also our Christian private schools allowable. I know when I was a kid here in Maine in the United States, it was not legal to homeschool. They had not yet made the regulations about that. Yet we were able to be under a charter school or a satellite school, I guess it was called. The one we used in my 7th and 8th grade year, so that would have been 86, 87, 88, that region of time. We used Christian Liberty Academy Satellite School. So we were a satellite school. We were not a home school. We were under the auspices of some other approved curriculum kind of thing. We don't have that here now. We have much more freedom in Maine to do that. But are you able to do any sort of satellite school, or what do they call them, magnet schools, charter schools, private school, anything besides the government school? Are there other options there? It's something I'm curious. I like to learn how other people are living, and it's just good to know.
Okay, so not about homeschooling. Go ahead and answer these questions about homeschooling. Yes. I just had to say something funny. I had written to a friend earlier for an update on something. And so I was looking to see if she wrote back. But it said that I had a comment on my YouTube video I posted, because we posted a grocery haul a little bit ago. And I haven't seen Carla on here, but Carla's one of our viewers. And you guys are just so kind to help us with stuff, because Carla was like, oh, well, there were 2 gallons of milk behind your eggs last time. Did you check there before you got milk? That was very cool. I did. We just used a lot of milk this week because we have, I've been drinking a lot more milk. I went for blood work a couple weeks ago. I think I told you guys. I was going for just checking out that everything is okay. I haven't had blood work between pregnancies in a long time. You want to take a picture? So I went just to get regular blood work to make sure that, like, to see what my vitamin D levels were and stuff outside of pregnancy. And the one test came back. It either was I have a big kidney problem or I'm dehydrated, and it's probably I'm dehydrated because I do not drink enough. But the doctor said not just milk, not just water counts. Lots of things count, and so I've been drinking a lot more milk because that has a lot of other nutrients in it. And I only can drink so much water. I'm trying. I'm really trying, but I get a headache if I drink too much at once. Once I get hydrated again, my body doesn't have that problem. But while I'm dehydrated, I have troubles drinking just too much water. Did you show me a picture? Oh, that is awesome.
Oh, very nice.
Here, let me can you see? You took a picture for me. Great job.
If the lawnmower next door is bothering anybody, let us know, please. I think the microphones probably shield it a bit, but
they weren't mowing when we started.
No.
So
Hard
anyway,
to win lives outside because you just never know.
So I've been drinking more milk. And we have granola, and like granola with milk or yogurt every morning. The kids can pick. And a lot more people have been going with milk recently than yogurt.
Yep.
So it's just been going through
You want your
faster,
card?
which is totally fine.
Go find it.
Okay, our 12-year-old is having a hard time in reading. She can read, but when doing so, she sees all the words at once. So she just says whatever. Does that make sense? Help, LOL. Okay, so I have not had a problem with readers like that. I'm just going to give you a basic idea that I've heard, but I won't put this in another video because I haven't done this. But some people have found that having a colored paper, like a colored plastic sheet to go over the words, helps with it somehow messes with your brain, like in a good way, that the words don't all jumble together. Or cutting out or somehow marking out like a ruler on one side and a ruler on the other, so they're only seeing the one line they're reading. I don't know if that would help in her situation. Again, I've never had to deal with this problem, but those were two things that I've heard of. So Karina says, yes, it's like private schools.
Okay.
Over there.
Sorry. You need help?
Josiah's trying to get his police shirt off, but he can't undo the buttons. Josiah can undo buttons sometimes, but it depends how tight the shirt is or loose
and really
the shirt
where
is.
they are to some extent, like up and down.
So, so Karina, do you have a private school that you send your kids to, or do your kids go to public school? Because I also know that the problem with private schools is they can be so expensive that even if you wanted that as an option for your kids, you can't afford it. But maybe also in your country, there's ways to send kids to private school with money from the government. I don't know how that all works. So the kids, can we turn it?
Yeah, I think we can, hold on, yeah, you can turn that one that way and flip
That's okay.
this way.
Okay, we're flipping.
Got it today.
So these guys just got a saw thing today.
Commando saw.
A commando saw. The piece they're cutting on is not the best piece, but they wanted to try it out.
Okay, so I'll switch to that back, sorry. In the operating room and in sterile processing in medical environment, they have a giggly saw, which is basically a wire saw that can cut through bone, if you wanted to know. But anyhow, they're also good for like camping material, and the kids are over there sawing through a piece of wood.
It's a safer saw. Like you can still cut yourself, but it's a safer saw for little hands than a straight blade with teeth on it. This isn't.
I think what actually prompted it was we were watching a video about how to extricate people from difficult environments, like when a grown adult slides into a kid's swing and can't get themselves out.
You know, like the baby swing, the bucket seats? Adults do that. And then they have to call the fire department and say, can you please come rescue me? And it was showing how they use one of these kinds of saws to cut somebody
I don't want
out
you
of
to cut
it.
your feet on that.
Okay, Fiona said homeschooling is not common at all in Scotland. I know folks who have, but you have government issues often. That's hard.
That's some states here as well. Maine is not that way.
Do you guys who live in these other countries, like Fiona, you said that homeschooling is not common. Do you have groups that fight for homeschooling? Like in our country, we have homeschool legal defense.
I'm looking at your shirt.
Oh, yeah, you can't see the whole thing. We have homeschool legal defense, which helps all the states to keep laws that are good for homeschoolers.
Right.
Or if somebody has to go to court because of some issue with the government with their homeschooling, they will cover you. And of course, there's issues that they don't deal with, like they don't deal with, like if you're actually abusing your children, they're not going to say, yes, it's good they're homeschooling.
Or even
That type of
custody
thing.
issues. Like there are different ways to deal with
Picture?
it. But yeah, we have a lot of good resources for helping families be able to be overseeing their children's education, providing their children's education. Could we move that out of the way so he doesn't catch his feet on that, please? Sorry.
We have to move the guinea pigs. We can actually bring the guineas out.
Yeah.
We haven't been out much today because we were doing some other stuff, but the guinea pigs can come out to their outside cage. Ooh, he made something else.
Don't put them in the
you.
sun, though.
Right there.
I don't want them in the sun.
So are they building something for you? That would be cool. They're not actually building something for us right now. They are just trying it out. Maybe in the future they will build something for us.
We just got the saw, so they're trying it out.
I had to make a big order. They're trying different ways to make it work. Yeah. I got a big order from Walmart today because we have multiple.
You did?
Well, the small grocery order, but all the boxes.
Oh, yes.
So I had stuff shipped milk and the other day.
Cranberry juice. And
I did a little grocery haul. You can watch that. But I also had gotten stuff shipped the other day because I realized that I had one child who was almost out of diapers. And for a variety of reasons, we have a few people in the house who still use diapers, some at nighttime. And so I needed to get I wanted to get a bunch so I didn't have to order right away. Yep. But then they all came and I had to go find a place to put them. Because that's the problem. You order stuff and then you're like, oh yeah, I have to put this somewhere. That's right.
Mm-hmm. We've been doing a lot of cleaning, a lot of organizing lately. So.
Oh yeah, I have a video about that I need to finish because I started making it to show you. That was funny. I saw it fly behind my head. I started a video showing you we were cleaning our laundry room. We got a bookshelf made. Well, not a bookshelf, a shoe shelf made for the laundry room and stuff like that. And so I started a video about it and I haven't made the final video to say, hey, here's what we actually finished. So I haven't put the video together to show you yet. But we are moving a lot of stuff.
We don't really edit videos, but we do sometimes put 5 or 6 little clips together and cram them together. Oh, he dropped the pigs.
He got them. No one ran away. Mary and Martha are safe. Good catch.
Yes, we actually have a life. Sorry, I saw the HSLDA. Yes, we actually got, for years we had done just a yearly membership. I can't remember what the cost was, but at some point along the way, instead of $150 a year, it was like $1,500 for a lifetime membership. So we have lifetime membership. So as long as we are homeschooling any of our children, we are covered by HSLDA. And it also just supports and encourages the community of other families to be able to help each other. Yeah. To have legal help available.
We had planned to, how we were going to do that, how we got that, was doing our tax refund 1 year. Because we didn't have expenses. We didn't have, oh, we need to use the tax refund to cover this bill or get work done on the car once that comes in. I know that that's sometimes how years go. You're just waiting to do a project until after you get the tax refund. But we had just planned that year it was going to be used to buy the membership so that we could have it for all time and eternity until we stop homeschooling, which will be a while.
That's not going to cover our grandkids or anything.
No. So Louise, I think I'm saying that right. Sometimes the names are a little hard to read because they're on Mark's gray shirt.
So there's no spaces.
Yes, it looks like Louise. Louise, hello from Michigan. Michigan, we have been to a couple different places in Michigan. I've been to Michigan multiple times because my mom was from Michigan. So we were in Okemos, we've traveled to Okemos.
Well, we went to Grand Rapids and
a couple years ago.
Something Haven to see friends of ours.
Probably lots of havens.
Yeah, it was on the Lake Superior side, anyhow.
So we went there. That was
Grand Rapids.
That was years ago.
It was years ago, many years ago.
We didn't have a camper.
Nope.
We drove out without a camper, so we slept in their living room.
Yep. We went to the Toledo Zoo, I think, that trip.
Yeah, 4 times. Well, no, we went twice that year and twice the next year.
Yep.
So if you're traveling, if you go to the same place twice, here's a travel tip. If you go to the same place, it's to visit family. We bought a membership. My grandmother lived an hour from Toledo. And so we went 1 year in September and we bought a membership for the zoo. And we went 2 times during that week long we were there, or 2 weeks we were there, whatever it was. Then when we planned our trip the next year, we went in August so that we could still use that 1-year membership.
Exactly.
And so it covered 4 trips. Even though it was someplace that was far away from home, we were still able to get a good price on all of it. And hi, Suze. Sorry, you're like flipped up the list. Lisa said some with us. I'm not really sure.
I think it's same with us about the agency.
Oh, gotcha. Yes, that makes sense.
Yep.
Susan, have you ever been to Chicago, Illinois? I have been to Chicago, Illinois.
I was there briefly. Yeah.
Is the Sears Tower in Chicago?
Yep.
Okay, yes. We went to Chicago, Illinois. I'm not sure what trip that was on. My family has traveled. My family traveled a lot to go see family and things. And so we traveled through places.
You
I
had
don't
an
know.
uncle in Naperville, right?
Yes,
Just
but
outside
I
of
don't
Chicago.
think I ever went to Naperville to visit him.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we ever visited them in that house. But he was in Naperville. But we did. I went to the Sears Tower once. But I think we might have been like either on a flight or a train, and we were trying to like waste time.
The only time I've been in Chicago is I took a bus. So.
No, I did not go by bus to Chicago.
Yep,
I've gone by bus to New York City.
I did bus from Bangor, Maine to Oceanside, California. It was over 3 days on a Greyhound bus.
A long time.
It's a lot of trip on a bus, yeah. But I do remember Chicago and Vegas and all sorts of places that I have not been back to. We have traveled quite a bit when we travel working with churches, but it was mostly the I-75 corridor, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida.
Just on I-75, all the places we were going,
Yeah.
we had friends that lived within like 25 minutes of the exit.
Of I-75, yeah.
Some were like 5 minutes from the exit. Careful, guys.
Make sure you keep hands out.
They're all working on it together. So
4 people over there
no one's
working
trying to hurt each other. There's just a lot of hands. But all I remember in Chicago is the Sears Tower. She said she enjoys our family videos. She has 8 grandchildren.
Wow, awesome.
That's awesome. How old are your, like, what's the age span of your grandchildren? We have 2 grandchildren coming to visit us soon.
Next week.
Very exciting. And so we will be seeing them. And they are 2 and 6 months.
Yep, 2 years and 6 months.
We are cleaning the house to keep the little one from eating everything. So Lorna said, we homeschool our granddaughter. We don't like some of the lessons. Do you use a certain curriculum? Is that the lessons you're talking about that you don't like? I'm not saying this to you specifically. I'm saying this in general to people who homeschool. Remember that you don't have to finish the entire book. In school, I went to school all 12
Samuel,
years.
We're going to take a break from that, please. Thank you.
I went to school all 12 years, and I don't remember ever finishing a textbook. Either teachers would skip something in the middle, or we wouldn't finish by the end of the year. Teachers pick the things they want to teach, and so don't feel bad if you want to skip a lesson because you don't feel like it's necessary now or any of that.
Yeah.
Susan said it's now called the Willis Tower, but anyone who lives in the area still calls it the Sears Tower. Okay, so I've always lived in this town, and there's still things that I call by their old name. One of them is Jameson's. That's our grocery store here in town, which is like a small little storefront.
I've been in town
2 little aisles.
25 years, and it's been called Thomaston Grocery the entire time I've been here. But
it's Jameson's. Always going to be Jameson's.
Oh. If you're going to stand there, I'm going to put the camera on there. Let people see.
He's making faces on the other side. So there's different places that I call that. There's a near us is the it's called the Henry Knox Museum. The Knox Museum.
So Henry Knox was the Secretary of War under George Washington, and he was with Washington in the Revolutionary War. But then, when Washington became president, Henry Knox was his Secretary of War. So Henry Knox lived here,
right,
half mile down the street.
Well, he didn't really live a half mile down the street. He lived like 2 miles down the street,
yeah.
And they moved his house. But
no, actually, that house burned to the ground, or they tore the house down, and then they built one that looked just like it, half mile.
So anyway, the house that's
History
here
is weird.
Is called Montpelier.
Yep.
That's what I'm always going to refer to it as. They can change the name to the Knox Museum, but it is Montpelier.
Right.
And then when I say Montpelier to newer people in the area, like Mark's mom, or there's people that go to church that have moved here from Massachusetts, I said a couple weeks ago we went there, and so I was telling them, "Oh, we went to Montpelier," and they're like, "Vermont?" And I'm like, "No, the place
No.
right down the street. That's what it's called." It's not that they're wrong in thinking about Montpelier, Vermont.
Mm.
It's just that's also called Montpelier, and I forget that people don't know it by that name. But
If
because
you're
I
gonna
grew
make
up,
faces, just stand behind me and make faces. They
but
can see you.
because I grew up in Thomaston my whole life, we talked about Montpelier at school and all that, all that stuff. Something I was gonna say about
Didn't you do school in Ohio the first couple of years?
I did kindergarten.
Okay.
In
So you moved
Ohio.
here in like first grade.
Mhm.
Wow.
I was 6 turning 7, but my birthday was after October 15th. So not bitter at all.
There's some
We
shoulders
have an
over here.
intruder.
There's two. The Gideon's over there too.
Oh, they can't barely
Yep.
see you. Okay, so your grandkids are 12 years down to 5 years. That's really
gonna be a whole
fun. Do
parade
they
back here in a
live
second.
somewhere close to you where you can see them? And Cindy says she has 13 grandchildren, ages 19 through 5 months. That's
Nice.
quite the age range. So you got lots of different like levels to do
That's really
there.
cool.
That is very cool. Like us, yes,
We
lots
do
of
have a
different
lot
levels.
of age range, yes.
And Lisa has 3 grandchildren, 6 years, 1 year, and 9 days old. 9 days old. That's very cool. Oh, yes, you wrote to me. Yes, they have a baby.
Yes.
New grandbaby.
Yep.
Lorna, we are allowed to let her work on what she enjoys the most. Also, a few other lessons like maths and English. Yes, I like the availability in homeschooling that we are able to allow our kids to work
Don't hit me with a gun, please.
higher level on things that they are interested in.
Grandma came
And
up.
lower level on things that they may not quite grasp. So there's no reason that by the end of first grade, I can't just continue on with addition because they haven't quite fully grasped it yet.
Right.
But if you're in public school, it comes to the end of the year and you're done. And whatever you don't know is done.
Put me in the back. Thank you.
Lorraine said, "Hi, all from UK. I love your channel. Thanks for joining us."
More people from across the pond.
Hello.
Look, there's people from across the pond.
These guys are from across the pond.
No, we do
Yes,
have a
we
pond.
do. And I catch frogs.
You guys didn't know what you were tuning into today.
You never know what you're going to get on this channel. Usually a bunch of weirdos. Usually a couple of weirdos and some extra weirdos. And perhaps some bonus weirdos. Well,
Okay, so you guys can go play. Frogs. We don't have any frogs right now. It's not frog time. Weird intrusion out of your
hold on
head.
a second.
Okay.
Good.
So anyway, we have been busy getting ready for Virginia and Wayland to come, and we're going to do some things while they're here. We have a couple like house projects to work on while they're here, but we're going to just be doing a lot of visiting and a lot of snuggling the baby and all of that stuff. It's going to be great.
He's getting so big. Well, they're both getting so big. Justice is 2 now, and Creed is 6 months. So, baby, he's a big baby.
I'm excited that Justice is more interactive now. Like even last time.
Switchel. It's good for you. What ails you?
When we went to Tennessee, he just was more interactive and like would play toys with you and stuff like that. So Louise said they all live close. I see them almost every Sunday. We have a pool. We do swimming almost every Sunday in the summer and cookout. We call it Sunday Fun Day. That's everyone helps out. That sounds really fun. I wish Virginia and Wayland lived closer that we could do that, but that's not where God has any of us right now.
And
so
we do get to see them. Like we went down there in October last year for 3 weeks, I think. And then we went down this April for another 2.5 weeks or so.
Yep. And they're coming up now, and our kids are already asking, when are we going back? When are we going back? So we have not set any dates.
Right. Someone asked me the other day, when are we going to Tennessee in October? And I have no idea. Between just doctor's appointment schedules, things needed, and all of that. We don't know. We haven't planned that far ahead yet.
People who have been praying for Mark.
Me.
We do have a date for later this week for him to get a week-long heart monitor.
Yep.
And then we have a date in September for him to have an MRI. That's the next 2 steps for the doctor. So
spinal MRI to see if the disc compression is pinching nerves, causing my legs to go to sleep or have pain in my legs, which I have a lot of pain off and on, so it's hard to discern some of the stuff. But anyhow, we have the test scheduled now, and we'll find out some things in coming weeks.
Yes. So someone said they were from humid Iowa.
Mm,
We don't have very high humidity here most days.
currently. Yeah.
Some days it is humid, but
Mhm.
I'd say we're not humid all the time, like Iowa or Ohio can be.
Yeah,
We
out
have
in
a lot
Ohio,
more
I always
days.
felt it pretty hard. I have not. I don't. I've been through Iowa. I don't believe I've ever spent any time in Iowa. Have we?
No.
I don't think so.
So it is, for those who wonder, it is 82 here, and it is
Grandma's
feels
making Jello
like
for them?
80.
Playing cello for them.
Different than making Jello.
I was like, okay, Grandma can make them Jello.
So we have, feels like 80 here. We've got wind of 10 miles per hour, a nice little breeze going on,
Yep.
and 48% humidity.
Oh, that's nice and low. I like it.
So we had a huge thunderstorm last night.
Dude.
The lightning was worse than the thunder. So I was awake because Gideon had woke up crying.
Yeah, Gideon heard it. Yeah,
And
saw it.
the lightning, there were times that it felt so close that like I'd see the lightning and I'd like brace for the thunder, and then it would take 5 seconds till the thunder happened.
Or
It was not.
really long and rolling across
Yeah.
the entire face of it. I jumped up to close all the windows because when the storm hit, it started with a downpour, and we had every window in the house open.
We didn't know it was supposed to rain last night. And it said it was gonna, like, I don't know exactly how much it rained, but it said it was gonna be 0.3 inches
Mhm.
in an hour.
Mhm.
So
Pretty decent.
pretty decent rain we haven't
The
had much
garden
rain.
really needed it, that's for sure.
So Louise said, enjoy the grandbabies, you know they grow so fast. Yes,
Mm.
we're very excited.
Like children, grandchildren grow fast, and especially when you don't get to see them often, you have less little episodes to remember.
Rita said Justice and Creed are so sweet. Yes, they are. I can't wait for the snuggles. I hope Creed lets me snuggle him from the very beginning, but it's nice they're here for a whole week. So if he doesn't, I have days to get him to know me.
So while we're talking about Justice and Creed and other people knowing what they look like and all of that, if you're not subscribed to This Blessed Life, that's Virginia and Waylon's channel. And that's where you see a little bit more of Justice and Creed. We don't, someone mentioned FaceTime. We don't actually do video calls with them very often. I struggle with interactive things, which is interesting. I can see the words here and interact with that. But if I was on a video screen and people were talking back and forth, I really struggle with that. I don't do well with talking on the phone as well. But we often do send them videos where we'll sing them a song or read them a story or just show them what's going on. And we do need to do more than those.
But a lot of
More
times,
those.
between us being busy, being like, I don't know, I think a lot of grandparents are out of the having little kids around age, and her being busy with just being a mom and all of that stuff, it's sometimes hard to coordinate happy kids who are all ready to sit down at the same time to do FaceTime.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, it is easier if we make videos and she shows Justice because Creed's still little, so showing Justice when he's up to it, and then he sends us videos back. So it works. That works great for us. Can be on everyone. It's good timing.
Or even voice clips. Like even if we're not seeing them is great too. But even just sending voice clips, sing them a song, say something to them, send voice clips back and forth. And we have so much available to us these days.
I sent her a voice clip this morning because I was just asking about when they come up, how they do Bible time at home. And Elisha, our 2-year-old, heard me doing the voice clip. And so then he wanted to send a voice clip to Virginia, and he told her all about his Bible. So Lorna said it will be so lovely when they stay with you. So exciting.
Yeah.
Yes. And one huge blessing, for those who don't know, I don't know how you'd watch our channel and not know, but we live in the big house on this property.
Yeah, we live there. Sarah's mom lives there.
That little house back there.
Little house behind us.
So my mom is actually going to stay with her sister in the next town because her sister has an extra bedroom. Sister and husband have an extra bedroom, and that'll give them a little time together, which will be nice. And Virginia and Waylon are going to stay at my mom's house so that when Justice needs a nap, Waylon can take him down and get some work done on his computer while Justice takes a nap. At bedtime, Virginia could stay around a little bit while Waylon's putting the kids to bed, or vice versa. It's hard when you're staying like at a hotel and you got to get back before bedtime, but then you miss out on visiting time and all of that stuff. So it's really nice because they'll be able to stay right here.
Yes, that's really nice.
And yeah, the person said good thing for FaceTime. FaceTime is great for people who can handle that. It's easier for us
normal
to do
people, not like me, who can't handle things. But we also do have a full basement. We at one point, actually, when Waylon and Virginia were not yet married, we made a bedroom downstairs so that people staying with us could stay down there. So we could do that again.
Yeah.
If we needed to. But Grandma graciously offered her house
which
to give
is
them
nice.
a little more room.
And because I've been doing organizing, my basement's kind of full right now.
It's not the most organized as it's ever been.
It will be organized, but this winter we'll be spending more time inside. But right now I'm putting stuff in bins and putting it into the basement so I can deal with it later. But we needed to move some stuff around for when Virginia and Waylon come. I explained in other videos, but like we had to move some cabinets so that we had more space in our dining room, and the stuff that was in the cabinets needed to come out. So it just went in a bin and went downstairs. We're also putting away all the baby, like the big kid toys that aren't safe for babies, like Legos, have been put away. So some of that will come right back up after Virginia and Waylon leave, and some of it will stay down for a little bit until I get more time to organize.
Be permanently banished to the dungeon.
Something like that.
Something like that.
So I keep playing with my finger here. I'm going to show you guys. I got a sting yesterday on this finger, and it's all swollen, and it hurts to bend, and it's really bugging me. So does anyone have, I know I can do like Benadryl and stuff, but does anyone have like a good, when this happened, I put on baking soda and water, which helped the sting not sting, but it's like itchy because the skin's so stretched.
Yeah.
So does anyone have maybe like a soak or something that would be helpful for this? Just because it's making my whole hand feel kind of funny. I know what to look for like anaphylaxis and that type of thing. It's just, there's like a nerve or something being pinched that feels funny.
Hey, somebody else that has children and grandchildren. Like children at home and grandchildren.
How old are, like, you can say the ages of your kids and grandkids, or just what's the spread of your youngest to oldest grandkid type thing? Yeah, I'm trying to ask.
I'm not speaking English very well today, so.
We have had a long couple days, just not bad things, just good, busy days. And then last night we were up because of the thunderstorm, so we're a little tired today. But I don't know. I didn't ask you if you wanted a nap, but I didn't need a nap today. I'm just a little tired.
I just have to lay down to get the pressure off my back, to get my legs to stop hurting. So I laid down with Elisha when you got him laid down, but I'm good now for a bit.
Okay, so Louise said, looks like you have a nice pool too. Do all the kids like to swim? Yes, we have a nice pool, and different years are different on who's feeling comfortable in the water. This year, everybody loves the water. Absolutely loves the water. So that means that it's all hands on deck when we're in the water to make sure that people are being watched enough, that everyone's safe enough. We, like Gideon is 4. He is very much likes the water. He understands the danger of the water, but he can't quite touch the bottom. So I walk around the pool with him so that if he were to go under, I can easily grab him. Not that he's going under all the time or anything, just one person is like consistently with him. We don't like to do, like, life jackets are a good thing, but sometimes kids can come to rely too much on life jackets, where then they don't realize that they can go under because they forget, like, oh, I don't have my life jacket on, this isn't as safe, that type of thing. So we try to make sure that we give them plenty of time without life jackets and flotation devices to remember that water is a dangerous thing and they don't just automatically float. And we spend time like we don't take like swim lessons. The only time they're in the pool, Maine has a very short swimming season. And the only time they're in the pool is when our pool is up and warm enough. So we haven't gone for like actual swim lessons, but Mark used to be a lifeguard. So he has enough knowledge that we have taught them like how to keep themselves above water and that type of thing. And
it's only 4 feet deep.
Yeah.
It's only 15 feet across, so it's not a gigantic pool, which is nice because you can reach kids very easily. But there's not a lot of room. Like we can't all stretch out and swim laps or anything like that.
But the reason we have the pool is because we live here with my mom, and my mom absolutely loves the pool. And this is where the pool was before we moved into the house, because for the first I don't know, 8 years they lived here.
Yeah.
My mom and dad lived in the big house,
Yep.
and so that's where the pool was connected to the
They
big
always had a
house.
pool. Yeah.
So we have a pool because my mom really likes it.
Yes. She takes care of it, does all the maintenance on it. We just get the privilege of swimming.
Yeah.
It's
So
something that if she didn't keep it up, we wouldn't have a pool.
right.
It's not a it's a valuable asset. Like it's a nice thing to have, but it's more than I would want to maintain.
Yes. Okay. So
That's
I'm going to take my thing off for a minute so I don't yell in your ear. Hey Samuel, can you get me an ice pack and a metal glass of milk? A metal glass of milk.
Instructions off camera.
Okay. It's okay that you heard those. I just didn't want to yell in your ear when I said it.
Yeah.
One of the people said, "Did you ice it when you did it?" Yes, I did ice it when I did it, and I've iced it a couple times, but it was a good reminder that I should put ice on it. It's just, it goes through stages where it's really itchy, and right now it's really itchy, so they're going to get me an ice pack. Grandma's Baby Corner said, "Our youngest is now 4 and our oldest grandchild is 2. That's really fun. We have a 4-year-old and now Justice, the grandson, is 2.
Yep.
And their age range is a great age range. Like other ones too, but I like.
So our Elisha is our youngest at home. He was 2 as of the end of May, so he's a little over 2. He's 10 weeks older than Justice, who just turned 2, and then Creed's about 6 months. So yeah, in another year and a half we'll be about in that same boat again. Really cool. It's fun watching them grow, but then also like seeing your grandkids go through the same stages your kids are going through. I don't know. I think it makes it easier. I was watching a video earlier of Virginia and Naomi, maybe a year or so ago, and just thinking of how people change over time and how kids grow over time and all the things that they learn in the course of just a year. Pretty cool stuff.
So I don't think Virginia is watching this right now, but she just wrote to me and said it currently feels like 103 there and she wants a pool. But I haven't seen her name on here, so I don't think she's actually watching
No, I
this.
don't see her.
Louise said it's the same kind of pool that we have. Is it water or do you use chlorine?
Ours is
We use chlorine.
Yep.
My mom is the one who keeps up with all the stuff. Last week, 2 weeks ago, I don't know, it got a little greenish. I don't know if we were having an issue with the pump and we were having an issue with the robot vacuum thingy. I don't know which one was the problem, but she got it straightened out. We didn't swim for a few days though because we had to shock the pool or whatever. We don't swim often enough that I'm worried. If we were in the pool every day, I might be more worried about like chlorine content and all of that stuff. But we might swim twice in a week and then not swim for 3 weeks. So Maine's weather is really weird. And then we're a busy family and trying to get everybody into swim gear and then into the pool. There are just days where it's like, you know what, we're putting on the air conditioning and we're watching a show instead of getting out in the pool because we just don't have the energy. A couple days ago, neither Mark or I were feeling well, and it just wouldn't have been safe to have everybody else in the pool. I mean, like we could have made it safe, but it would have just been more work for our big kids, and we didn't want to put that on them. So we just did something else instead.
Sorry about the sneezing and the sniffling, and I have some sort of allergy thing that just popped up, I don't know, yesterday. Seems to be.
So it's good to teach them at home. Yes. If we were people who had more access to water or were planning on being in a pool more regularly, we might do lessons or something. Oh, I thought I had something on my lip, but it's something like on the screen right where my lip is. It looks like I have something there. But anyway, but I want them to know the dangers of water, but feel confident around water. Some people are
healthy
nervous
respect,
around.
not fear of the water, but a healthy respect for it. Yeah.
And so we want them to know, like, I'll pour water on their face and stuff like that, so they understand what that feels like and stuff like that. So Lorna said, we raised our family, still had our son who has autism, and then 3 years ago we had full custody of our granddaughter. She's 12, and luckily we have her all settled now. That's very cool that you are able to do that to take care of family.
Wonderful.
Sometimes in our situation, because of the amount of people we have in our house, we are not able to take foster placements. Even if it were a family member, we would not be able to take them because we have too many people. Like different states are different. but our state, I don't remember what the number was, but a certain number of kids under 16 in the house, and you can't take anybody else.
6 children under 16.
Was that what it was?
Yep.
So you can't take even a family member at that point, which kind of seems foolish to me, because if family can take care of family, it seems like the best way to do it, even
And if you can
there's
take
larger
care of
family.
6 children under 16, you've probably got parenting figured out, and you probably can handle 7 or 8 or 12. It just seems strange to me. Like, who made up the magic number that 6 children under 16 is the limit with which families can be useful to one another? Who knows?
Yeah. I'm telling Virginia that we're talking about swimming on our live.
That's funny. I talked to her on the phone earlier
Yeah.
when she was headed home, but she wasn't sure if she's going to make the live or not.
She sometimes calls us when she's headed into town or whatever.
Yeah.
But sometimes I can't talk because, like, we were in the middle of a school lesson. So I gave her a quick rundown, and then I was like, here, talk to Daddy. So Keem Epstein said, my daughter is in the hospital for 10 weeks.
Ooh.
Wow, that is a long time. We will be praying for that situation. I've only been in the hospital with a child, either having a baby or with Josiah in ICU, but that was only 3
I think 3 days was the longest.
And that still felt
okay,
like
bub?
forever. So 10 weeks would be a long, long time.
Let's not clear any more of that. You're doing a great job.
Grandma
Josiah's our
might
resident
want
weed puller.
Yeah, but sometimes he takes away some of our privacy shields.
Good job. No, you didn't do anything wrong. You're good.
Grandma's Baby Corner said we have a pool too, but our pool was very green last week. Okay, ours was not very green. It was just a little tiny bit
Slightly green.
It is still a little cloudy now, but definitely swimmable. Just a little cloudier.
I have almost no experience with pools, like home pools. I was a lifeguard at a YMCA, so we had like a full Olympic size pool. And we did testing every day, but we did testing, but somebody else actually did the maintenance on it. And then for a short time, I was a lifeguard at a saltwater pool, which the ocean fed it through a gate. And then you would just let it warm up. And that always looked, it looked off color because, it's a bunch of dirt and mud and fish. Anyway, I don't think it's fish.
So Grandma's Baby Corner also lives in New England. So New England is so weird, like if you don't live here, because places like Tennessee, where Virginia lives, it is just hot. And you might get one day of like cooler temperatures. You're like, oh, this is great. But Maine, you'll get like 3 days of really hot. And then you'll go back to cold, like sweatshirt weather. And then you'll go back to hot. And so we don't have like, here's summer for any length of time. It's like short little periods of time. Does that make sense? And then it's cold. It's different than other places in the country.
Sorry about this, Nicole. Here we are.
Sweet Pea said, hi, Sara and Mark. Have you talked to Maudie? Yes, I have talked to Maudie, and you can just be praying for their family. Her father-in-law passed away, and they were able to be with him, and they are...
Weeds. Look at this. Keep going. I'm going to show you how many weeds you just pulled. Josiah loves to pull weeds and clear forest.
So I don't want to give too much information about her family, but they are with family doing things this week to help with funeral and such. I don't know more than that.
Right.
But she wrote a really nice thing on Facebook today about him, and he seemed like a very sweet man. So yes, I have talked to her. Rita, I'm in Missouri. It's 93 degrees today, and heat index is 110. Yeah, we don't like that.
Yeah.
You can keep that.
That's why we don't go to Tennessee this time of year, because they have numbers like that.
Woo! So we have an air conditioning for the really, really hot days. We use it maybe 5 days.
Yeah, we have a window unit. Well, it's not it's one of those like standalone. You stick the hose out the window so the hot air blows out. That was given to us, I don't know, years and years and years ago. But it works to cool down our bedroom, bathroom. So if we need to on a really hot day, we all pile in there and hide from the hot.
Yes. So someone said, just scrolled up. Susan said, my daughter was in the hospital for 7 months with her first pregnancy. Wow. She had a bulging water bag, so she was on complete bed rest. The baby is now 15 and is doing wonderful. That is amazing. It's really cool that medical technology has come so far that they're able to find out those things. And yeah, It's amazing what they can do now.
Mm-hmm.
So Louise said she meant saltwater. Yep. Lorna, it looks nice and relaxing where you are. It is. We have our little piece of property here. Not little. It's 2 acres, which for some people that's a huge amount of property. So I don't want to say anything badly about it. We love this little piece of property. Go ahead.
Can I show them? We're going to flip you around and show you a little bit more of where we are. Okay, so the shed is kind of, there's a ravine just to the left of that.
Well, I'm going to go around a little bit
there's a
more
big,
so you
yeah,
can see.
okay,
You see Josiah right there.
Yep.
The ravine is kind of to the side. He's not like right at the edge of the ravine, but it's
It's
over
a-
that direction.
It's a dirt slope. It's not really much of a ravine.
Yeah.
That sounds scary.
We call it the ravine.
And then we have about a 3/4 of an acre in the front yard up front of the house.
You've seen us behind these chairs, these wooden chairs there is where the fire pit is.
Yep.
So if you've seen us doing fire pits and stuff. So go ahead.
So then there's the front yard between those two. There's the house. This is the back end of the house. Our new solar panels and Malachi swinging. There's some guinea pigs in that white cage there. The garage, the van, the garden, all of that. And then, okay, so I'll flip us back around. Yeah, so we have 2.5 acres here between our house and her house. We use about 2/3 of it, I would say, half to 2/3 of it. So there is still some woods behind us, which is nice. So we have wild turkeys and we have deer that run through here. Somebody saw a bobcat this week here in town. Seen bears in town. We haven't seen one on our property, though we've seen evidence of a bear.
There was a moose like a half mile from our house.
Keep talking.
We have a message held for review, so Mark's checking it out. So sometimes they put things up and we don't know why they hide a comment. I think it's just having a problem.
Sorry. Show. Yeah, I don't know why it's hiding.
Okay. So anyway,
sorry, it's hiding messages on us and I can figure it out.
So someone said it's expensive to keep running. Yes, my mom is the one who is in charge because she wants the pool. She's the one who's in charge of it. But this summer we got solar panels and we are making more solar almost every day than we use. Yeah, like quite a bit more. Like, about twice? We'll use, it's more like 2. We make about 1/3 more than we use.
Okay, yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
And that's because, you have the pool running and stuff. Some days, like if it's a rainy, yucky day where there's not much sunlight and then I'm also using the dryer inside, we use more. But overall, we're producing more electricity than we're using. And so that's helping with our electric bill. But again, my mom did that. She knows all the cost involved in that. I don't know that. Wow, Susan, that must have been very difficult. Was it her first child? Yeah, she said it was her first. And that person then said, good that she didn't have more children at home during that time. Yeah, it would be hard to have a long hospital stay with other kids at home, but God gives you the grace you need when you need it. And he knows what you're going through. So, yes, it seems like it would be incredibly difficult for me to leave the family if I had to be at the hospital with somebody, but God knows that timing. So if
God
that were
always
to happen,
provides what we need when we need it, that's for sure.
Yeah, Louise said, I don't think the chlorine will hurt you. Yeah,
not that much, no.
Yeah, if we were people who were in the pool all day long, every day of the year, that'd be very different. But
when I was lifeguarding in an indoor pool, that did actually mess with me. I had some headaches. I actually passed out a couple times from it. So started taking more breaks and getting more ventilation, that kind of thing. But yeah, the little bit we're in the pool is not going to bother us at all.
Right. And Sweet Pea asked, when is Virginia coming to visit? They are coming later in the month, and we're still working on the exact days they're coming.
Yep.
So, because there's just their travel time and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're planning with work, and then to be able to drive here, and then just do you drive overnight so that the kids can sleep most of the time? You never know how things go.
Right. So it's kind of up in the air, but they'll be here approximately a week.
Yep.
And yeah, be good.
It'll be really good.
Very excited. Very, very excited.
Yeah.
So.
Man, it got really quiet out here. Josiah's over there pulling weeds. The kids are in with Grandma?
Yeah, I think the kids are in with Grandma. They're all safe. The ones...
Yeah. Oh, here comes Gideon.
The biggest one who needs to be watched is Elisha, and he's inside taking a nap with Big Sister. Well, Big Sister's not taking a nap. Huh? Oh, he's awake in there, so he's safe there too. So anyway, what are you guys doing the rest of the day? We don't know. I have kids who have asked about the pool, but I knew we were doing this, so I haven't given any clear direction. on anything.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
And we do have the lasagna, but that's all made, so now I don't have to do that.
And yes, we are super excited to see
Okay.
Virginia and all of them because they're awesome.
Okay, so Jennifer said, I do all of our banking, paying bills, ordering groceries, etc. And my husband would be lost if I had to go into the hospital because he has Parkinson's and so very cognitively challenged. Yes, that would be very difficult. It is nice now with a app on phones that you can do a lot of that shopping, banking, and that type of stuff. I have done shopping from a doctor's appointment before. So it is really nice, but it is hard when you have someone who is not capable of being left on their own. And maybe if you're plugged into a good church or something, you would have that availability. And again, God will give you that
I know what
grace.
you do. Oh, sorry.
I'm back.
You are back.
What'd you do with Grandma?
He played a cello for us.
Is she practicing for her concert next week?
Yeah.
So my mom plays in a local volunteer orchestra. Like it's no one's full-time job. Some of the people that play in the orchestra are full-time musicians, but this orchestra itself is just, they get together once a week and practice, and then they do concerts. And so they have a concert next week that we'll be going to. My sister will be coming down. She lives about 2 hours away. The concert is kind of halfway between, so she'll be coming down for the concert. So we'll get to see Aunt Jessie, which is very exciting. And the kids are all excited. They love to go to the concerts and see all the instruments and to see the conductor because she is a wild woman.
She's very animated. She likes the kids. Yeah,
She likes.
She's very sweet.
Someone said, "Do you deal with your children wanting to consume media you don't approve of ever? How do you navigate that?" We have not dealt with that in a long time.
We dealt with this in a long time though.
So we dealt with that with our first son more so. Just the group of friends he was hanging out with consumed media we didn't watch typically in our home, but we also did not have firm clear guidelines. I think the kids now understand more of what would be appropriate. I feel like at the time
they don't fight us on it though. Like there's no trying to buck the system. Or part of it is there's not a lot of outside influences. Like
they don't know what the latest movie is.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you anything Disney's produced in the last 10 years.
We watched something last night and it was like a pastor talking, and he mentioned something about Taylor Swift, like as not good influences. Right. Taylor Swift, 2 other Rodriguez, something else.
Idea.
I had no idea the other 2 names. I've heard of Taylor Swift. She's been around a long time. But the other 2, I had no clue. We just don't consume the type of media that then shows that type of media. Like we get YouTube Premium, right, so that we don't have to watch the ads. So there's a lot of those things our kids don't even know they should want to see the newest movie or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think.
Yeah.
Toy Story.
Oh, stop.
She was saying that we were at a camp and the kids were talking about Toy Story, and our kids haven't seen that one. And when we say our kids haven't seen Toy Story, I'm not necessarily saying Toy Story is bad. It's just they have not seen that one. There's a lot of things that we just don't watch because watching one thing leads you to want to watch other things by that same company. Does that make sense?
Well, and our kids really enjoy like Liberty's Kids, and they really enjoy Theo, which is like a Christian cartoon. This isn't like when I was growing up where there wasn't much media available that wasn't on network television. There are tons of resources that are available on YouTube Premium for free to us.
So
with no advertisements, that we really don't have to struggle with a lot of that. So
if you guys also want other TV shows, movie type stuff, Redeem TV is a free app. And they have a lot of good Christian movies and stuff, but then they also just have a lot of like wholesome.
Your pig shedding.
Wholesome videos, wholesome shows. Does that make sense? How about you put her down and go get the brush and you can brush both of them out here. So Redeem TV.
No more right there. Please.
It's an app that you can download for your Roku or your phone or whatever. But it has some like regular TV shows that I'd say are more wholesome, not They're not all Christian. I wouldn't say that it's all like
But
good.
they're all family safe. I don't know how you would call it, but we don't have like Angel Studios, and we don't have any of the paid subscription apps. We have YouTube Premium because there is so much available there. It's there's an
so
old
many educational things.
there was an old song years and years ago, 57 channels and nothing on. I think it's 57.
Yeah.
Some large number of channels and nothing's on. There's only so much you can see in the world, and like our kids enjoy practical engineering. That's not a Christian show. It's about engineering, and they really enjoy that.
Smarter every day.
Smarter every day. Destin's a Christian,
but his show isn't
but
specifically
his
Christian.
content is about science and discovering awesome things.
And like
through
today, science, not like evolution. Like some people say science is Christian because you're talking about like creation versus evolution.
Yeah,
and
we're
stuff,
talking about
but
like engineering and how fast can you blow a potato out of an air cannon, stuff like that.
yeah,
Cool stuffs.
cool stuff.
Where you learn some of the principles of engineering without actually having to have an engineering degree. But I'm just saying, there's so much that is available to teach children about history, about making potato cans, about all of these sorts of things.
Someone is yelling at someone.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna take this off again, so I hopefully don't yell after
Okay.
you. Hey, can you ask Naomi if you guys can each have one of those oatmeal bite things she made the other day?
Mm.
Thank you.
Yummy, yummy.
Oh, what book? Can I see your books? I got to make sure that he's not putting library books in his backpack. But hold on, the dealing with children with consuming media. Also, we are much more clear with our children now about if we're going to turn off something. Okay, you can have those two. That's fine.
Oh, you don't have your microphone anymore.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm on now. We're much more clear with our kids now than we were with our first. So
yeah, you learn as you
our
go.
oldest son is my stepson.
Josiah.
He's
We're not
30 now.
please.
And I would say we weren't very clear on what was appropriate and inappropriate shows. So it was more on a show basis he would have to ask, is this one okay? Does that make sense? Where
We're
I
still
think
developing our convictions.
Yeah.
I mean, like when you're new to parenting, you're just trying to figure out, what do I want my kids to watch?
Right.
What should I even be watching?
where I think now we're much more careful to say, we're turning this show off because of this thing. So they know that if we encounter that thing again, that show's a no-go.
Right.
So if we say we're turning this show off because there's witchcraft in it, then if they see a movie about witchcraft, they're not going to ask about watching it because they know that that's a no-go for our family, if that makes sense.
Okay, we're a little over an hour in. I don't know how much longer we're going to go, but some of y'all have been in the room for a long time and didn't hit that button that says you like the video. So maybe you don't like the video. It's okay. You don't have to hit the button if you don't like the video.
So Susan said, yes, it was her first. She had IVF and it was her last attempt. We are so blessed. She was told she wouldn't get pregnant on her own, and 5 years later, she gave birth to her second baby. It is amazing how many times the doctors will say, this couldn't happen, you couldn't have a baby, and then God blesses that person with a baby. Susan said it was a blessing from God. Yes, babies are a blessing. Jennifer said, that is wonderful, Susan. Did that pregnancy go well, or did she have to be hospitalized for the second child? We'll get an answer in a minute. Someone asked our favorite movie. I'll get back to that. Rita said, been fun watching. See you later. Bye, Rita. Sorry if you already left. Our children loved the VeggieTales movies when they were little. Okay, so last night we were watching Jeopardy. They sometimes have these like, I don't know what they call them. They'll show just the final Jeopardy question for the week. So like there's 5 questions.
Yep.
And one of the final Jeopardy questions on the one we watched the other day was, Phil Vischer, the creator of this show, originally had a candy bar as his main character. His wife told him to make a healthier choice or something like that.
It was VeggieTales.
And they all got it as VeggieTales.
Of course it was VeggieTales.
So thank you for your insight. McGee and Me was always a favorite wholesome show when I was a kid. We have watched McGee and Me. I remember borrowing the McGee and Me movies from our church, the VHS, when I was a kid. We had a church library, and we would borrow the McGee and Me. Okay, so Sweet Pea asked, what's your favorite movie? Do you have a favorite movie right now?
American Gospel, yeah.
Depends what kind of movie you're wanting.
I don't watch a lot of movies. I'm not really into fiction. I don't know. One of the videos that the kids asked to watch multiple times is called The Printing, which you can watch free on YouTube. It was put out by maybe Bob Jones University,
Yeah.
and it was about Christians printing Bibles in Russia during the Cold War era and how they were able to print and smuggle Bibles and how they were running away from the KGB. That's actually one of our kids' favorite movies.
It's
And I
good.
really enjoy it because it talks about boldness of your faith and like loving God more than we fear man.
I would say it is for older kids. Like all of our kids have watched it, but depending on what your kids have watched in the past, they are trying to torture the Christians who are spreading the gospel. So you'd have to decide if that's okay.
What are some
There's-
other movies you guys like?
Trying to some movie ideas.
Something recent. Kendrick Brothers movies. Most of them pretty good. Fireproof is really good with Kirk Cameron. Talked a lot about marriage. We watched the God's Not Dead movies. I was thinking Kendrick Brothers though. A lot of them are very much about family, about fathers, about loving our children and making our children a priority in our lives. Kendrick Brothers, I
We
mean,
should
may
fight
not
Mike
agree with
Arrows
them on
again.
everything. Lots and lots of very good content from them. I remember their first movie, Flywheel, which was done on like one camera with zero budget, and watching them develop that over time and how but Facing the Giants was only their second movie, I think. And that was a lot of action shots with a football theme, and it was about infertility in marriage and just desiring God's blessings in certain ways and seeing God blessing in other ways and just being faithful in hard times. So those are some of the movies we like.
What do you have, Josiah?
Just
So Josiah likes a movie called The Lion of Judah. I don't know where you can watch it right now. It has been on Amazon before because we used to have Amazon.
Yep.
But it's a cartoon about a little sheep who's getting sent off to Jerusalem and he doesn't realize he's going to be the sacrifice. And so all his friends come to try to rescue him and they all encounter Jesus in their own little way. So think of I don't know, it's written at like a kid's level about Jesus and people encountering Jesus. But it's got a really good message. Yeah, it's a cute movie.
it's snack time.
These are like by Dawn.
Okay. Until August 31st, you can watch for free. Go to bydawnsEarlyLightMovie.com, I believe. It's called By Dawn's Early Light, produced by Kyle Justice and Pat Roy, a friend of mine. Good movie about religious freedom in the United States and some of the abuses that have happened in recent years. You can talk out loud, or I can hear you.
And it's put out by the White House, and he also talks to a bunch of people that were involved in the persecutions, like on the receiving end, and also modern.
So you might not have heard that because of our microphones,
Right.
but it was commissioned by the White House, so it's under the Trump administration. And what the Trump administration has done for some of the Christian liberties that have been taken away over the years.
Right. Okay. No, we're not going to do more movies now. On Courageous.
They have lots of favorite movies.
Courageous, good Kendrick movie about police officers being better fathers. So.
Okay, Mark's health. Someone asked. He's a heart monitor this week. He has an MRI in September. The MRI is to check for any compression on his spinal cord.
Which has been the case in times past. I've herniated some discs in my lower back multiple times, so that's entirely possible.
He's super exhausted, so you can be praying for him to have a little more energy because he's just tired a lot, has been taking more naps, sleeping in more, which isn't a problem. That's just what life is right now. So his exhaustion over the last couple weeks has changed.
Just make sure if you see any bees or
what our family does. Okay, Sue said, I lost my only baby at 6 months pregnant. Her name was Emma. Emma is such a cute name. I love that name. I then went through cervical cancer at 24 and then menopause at 34. I would have loved to have children. Suze, I'm sorry that's the story that you have to tell, but I am glad that you're a mama to sweet little Emma. Every baby is important, no matter how long you carry them. And I'm sure that you hold that very precious to have had that time with Emma. Jennifer said, I'm so sorry for your loss and circumstances, Suze. Big hugs to you, dear. That is very difficult. Sue said, thank you, Jennifer. I have always been babysitter for my friends' children, which was a blessing before I became bedbound. And there is a lot, I'm sure you can still, thought someone fell over. He was getting the wheelbarrow. I'm sure there's a lot you can still do to be an encouragement to parents to children, to other people in your church, just with the experiences that God has given you. So thank you for sharing your story. So I'm eating snack.
These are really good.
Naomi made them. Naomi
What's
made
in them?
these.
They're
I don't know because Naomi made them. They're like oatmeal bite things.
super
They got
good.
chia seeds and flax seeds, honey, healthy stuff for you. I'm gonna sneeze.
Achoo.
I don't want to sneeze right into the mic. And so she made these because they were safe for her, so the rest will go in the freezer. But we needed something today. But yes, Emma's very, very dear. I really like that name. Emma's cute. It doesn't fit our names for
It's
our
only
kids,
2 syllables.
but it's a
Sorry.
very cute name.
You can make a Emma Jane or Emma.
You could. She's over there. The guinea pigs are not being abused. They're being brushed, and they think that it's terrible. The other day, Elisha's 2. He does not like baths usually. But the other day he was like, I want a bath, I want a bath. And I put him in the bath and it was great. But I went to wash his hair and he screamed as I washed his hair. And when I got done, he then was like, I want to play more. And he sat in the tub and played for like another 20 minutes. But you would have thought I was hurting him by washing his hair. That poor child. Poor child.
Wow.
So anyway, we are going to be doing another live on Friday night at 8.
Right.
Is there something else?
Nope.
I'm going to be making more homeschool videos because I really want to encourage people that you don't have to send your kids back to school come September just because everybody else is.
If you're in the United States.
If you're in the United States. Do what you have to do in your own country. I'm not telling anyone to break the law, but I'm saying in the United States, you can keep your kids home.
It
You
is
don't
legal
have
in
to
all
put them
50
on.
states. Sometimes there's more work involved.
And I want to help people know that.
So worth it.
So
is Friday night going to be a homeschooling one?
No.
No.
We will do a homeschooling one probably early next week.
Okay.
But I have more videos to make first.
I probably won't be on with you Friday evening. Evenings are harder.
So I hope you like our content. Let us know what kind of videos you like. I've had people tell us they like our cooking videos. We will do more of those come wintertime because we don't spend a whole lot of time inside cooking right now.
Right.
Also, I've been told day in the life videos. Again, day in the life are a little challenging because in the summer, we are much more sporadic with what we do. Because we might just be like, hey, let's go to the beach right now.
Or you just find out something's going on and just go.
And where Mark hasn't been feeling great, he's our videographer. And so he hasn't been able to videotape as much. So with all of that, that's what's going on here. And we will see you guys next time